Have you ever heard of this island? On this day in history, February 3rd, 1944, U.S. troops during the Gilbert and Marshall Island Campaign in Pacific Theater fought in the Battle of Kwajalein, which resulted in a decisive American victory. The goal of the campaign was to establish airfields and naval bases to enable American assets to support future operations across the Central Pacific. The Japanese set up bases just 3 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor, believing the islands would be a critical naval outpost that gave them a strategic advantage in the Pacific theater. The Allies believed that if Japan were to surrender unconditionally, the islands would have to be taken back. The US then planned a campaign to involve attacks on 7 islands. Codename Operation Flintlock, which involved 9 phases, had the primary goal of capturing the Japanese bases on the Kwajalein and Majuro atolls, with the remaining phases and operations occurring on the other islands. At the end of January, US forces landed on the atolls and began capturing the small islands, which they used as staging grounds for their future assaults. Regarding the Battle of Kwajalein, the island was only 2.5 miles long and there was no possibility of defense in depth. The Japanese planned to counterattack the Americans as they landed on the beaches. Unfortunately for them, American amphibious vehicles could cross the reefs and land on the lagoon side, the opposite of the ocean side, where the strongest defenses would be. Combined with naval bombardment, the beaches were assaulted and the intense back and forth began. In fact, it was so explosive that one soldier is quoted as saying, "The entire island looked as if it had been picked up at 20,000 feet and then dropped." But eventually, after 4 days, the United States secured the atoll and won a decisive victory at the Battle of Kwajalein. If you've learned something, consider dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Your support would mean the world to me.